the little boy goes, "I just like how much the horses like you." And I go, "Oh, well, thanks, you know." And he says, "Yeah, I can tell by how they wag their tails." So I'm working with this horse, and this she's rescued a couple of horses, and she wants me to work with them. They're not really halter broke, so I go over there and I get it loaded in the trailer and take it home, and she wants it trained, and so she just wants to do one of them first, and so I get the first one done and I get it so you can ride it. And I mean, she rides it, and she's like doesn't know very much about horses. But she's willing to learn, and her family doesn't know very much about horses either. And so she actually studies pretty hard, and she comes out for some lessons, and she gets her horse and she can ride it around. And she had kind of, when they got these horses, she kind of took over this one, and her husband has kind of the other one, and he kind of wanted to wait a little while to see if it would kind of calm down on its own or whatever. And so when I get done with hers, I take it back, and she gets on it. We want to see if it, make sure that she can still, control it and work with it and everything at her place. So I give her a little lesson at her place, and it goes really good. And her husband watches, and he says, "Well, do you think you could maybe help me with mine?" And I said, "Well, sure, I'll take a look at it, And so I go to work on it, and I get it so I can kind of pet on it a little bit and get a halter on it. And I mean, it's kind of barely halter broke, and so and it's a kind of a crabby horse. Doesn't really like, it's just not super happy, just kind of irritated in general. A little mare, and her son comes out, their son, and he's watching for a little while. And anyway, I spend 10-15 minutes with this horse, and it gets a little bit better, and so I just kind of sit there, and I'm getting ready to be done for the session, and the little boy goes, "I just like how much the horses like you." And I go, "Oh, well, thanks, And he says, "Yeah, I can tell by how they wag their tails." Yep. So that's when you know how much they know about horses. Is when they say, "Yeah, horse likes to see you. He's wagging his tail."
Hope you enjoyed today's episode of Horse Stories on Global Horse Network. We'd like to thank this month's sponsor, Snafflebit Clothing Company, for all your horse and apparel needs. Visit them on the web at snafflebitclothingcompany.com. If you like what we're doing or you don't, make sure that you put it in the comments below, because there's nothing I like better than to aggravate somebody like a sandburr under your saddle pad. Be sure to share our stuff on all the social media platforms, because that's what all the cool kids are doing. Be sure to subscribe if you like what we're doing. If you want to be notified whenever we're posting new content and some kick-ass stuff, click on the notification bell. If you like what we're doing, click the like button. If you hate what we're doing, click that bad boy twice, because there's nothing that I enjoy more than a good hater. And as always, ride hard, be safe, and have fun.